Hi there! Welcome back to the MB Makes knitting channel. My name's Melissa and I'm the maker behind MB Makes. You can find me here on YouTube as well as on Ravelry and Instagram as MB Makes. Today I'm back with a regular podcast episode. It hasn't been that long since I filmed my last one, only 2 or 3 weeks, but I have another finished object and some good progress on some whips that I would like to talk about now that it's all fresh in my mind. And we're coming at the end of July now, so maybe I can get back into a bit of a more regular posting schedule of once a month with some other videos in between. I have some fun ideas, but yeah, subscribe to my channel if you want to see those when they are uploaded. Like this video if you like my content, leave a comment. I always love reading those. And also I would like to thank all of you who are here and subscribed on my channel. We're already over 700 subscribers and we are almost at my 2-year podcast anniversary. I started podcasting in September of 2022. So yeah, thanks for being here, and maybe I will do some kind of giveaway in my September podcast. But I'll have to figure out what and how I can do that. So yeah, stay tuned. But yeah, let's get started with what I'm wearing, which is also my only finished object of this episode, and it's my Lunan tee. This is a test knit for Rebecca Clow of the Creabea, and yeah, I'm very happy to have this off the needles and now I can wear it for the rest of the summer, which is really nice. I was able to complete it just in time for the test knit deadline and then blocked it. And yeah, I will put in some footage of me wearing it where you can see it a bit better. But some details. I knit the size 5 of the round neck DK weight pattern. The pattern also has a fingering weight version, and you can also knit a polo neck, so you actually have 4 patterns into one. The pattern is originally with short sleeves, designed as a t-shirt, but I think she's also planning to add a long sleeve modification to the pattern later this year. And also one of the testers has done long sleeves. She also has a podcast here on YouTube, Pepper Knits. And yeah, it turned out amazing. So yeah, about my version, I use bamboo yarn by Veritas, which is a bamboo and cotton blend. It's 60% bamboo and 40% cotton. And yeah, this is considered the DK weight yarn. It's 100 grams and has 250 meters per ball. I have found a yarn that's very similar to this one that I showed in a previous podcast, if this is not available to you. But so far the knitting experience with this yarn was lovely, and now wearing the fabric on my skin, it feels really soft, really nice. It has a good drape as well, and in this 3x1 rib, yeah, it just looks really neat. Yeah, the pattern also has a nice shoulder detail. Yeah, I can really recommend knitting this pattern. I will probably in the future also make the polo version. Not sure if I will do it in a fingering weight. I might go for the DK maybe even use one of the other bamboo yarns that I got, or try a more maybe woolly blend to make more of a fall appropriate t-shirt. Really love this so far, and I hope to get a lot of wear out of it this summer. And it will definitely also be a nice piece for spring next year and the coming years, hopefully. Yeah, really love this color. I think it looks great. More info about how much yarn I used and the measurements of what I got pre and post blocking for this garment are on my Ravelry, and also some pictures where you can see a bit of more details. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM or put them down in the comments. Yeah, let's now move on to my whips. Once I had finished this one, I also took the time to really finalize my soufflé. I had shown this in my previous podcast when I was wearing it, but I still had to weave in my ends and sew on the bottom. And that is what I did, so I will quickly show you. This is the button, the keyhole. Yeah. It opens. Yeah. I haven't worn this yet since finishing it, because now summer has started here, so yeah, this will be a nice piece for when fall comes and it's a bit chillier, because this is full mohair. Yeah, now it's really finished. Then we can get started with my whips. The project I've spent most time on after finishing this one is my Lento. This is some great stockinette in round project, and I managed to do quite a lot in the last few days actually, because the past weeks since my last podcast I mainly focused on finishing my test knit. So I will show you my Lento if it fits on the screen. Here it is. So I have some stitch markers to show you my progress. So this one, the little cute cat, is where I was last time on the body. And this morning I started here. And now I'm on the ribbing. So yeah, this is knitting up pretty fast once you pick it up. It's on 6mm needles. I've been alternating skeins from after the short rows up until when I started the ribbing. So now the ribbing I'm using just one skein of the hand-dyed yarn. The yarn I'm using is by the Mindful Creators. It's from her fall collection last year. So I really want to wear this this fall, because it's a perfect fall color. And I'm holding it together with a strand of Woolyknit merino. I can show you actually. So this is the hand-dyed yarn, and this is the merino. And together they create this nice fabric. It's super soft. I tried it on last night to see how much more of the body I needed to knit. And yeah, I didn't want to take it off. It's so nice and soft. As the evenings are a bit chillier here, yeah, I think I can start wearing it as soon as it's finished. even if it's still summer. Yeah, so once I finish the body, I might probably be able to do that today. I can get started on a sleeve. I still have a third skein of the hand-dyed yarn that I need to wind. I will use that one for both sleeves and then wind some more yarn into a ball from my cone from Woolyknit. I think by next podcast this could be a finished object. More details about this one are also on my Ravelry page. I will link my Ravelry down below. I'm trying to keep more up to date with it and put all info that I have there, both for me when I want to maybe recreate a piece that I've knit before, or yeah, for you when you want to make one for yourself. Then I also have some progress on my sock. This is from the Jolly Jellyfish sock pattern from Stone Knits. Last time I already did the leg, and now I have put in the heel and did one jellyfish repeat for the foot already. And the yarn I'm using is hand-dyed yarn. The blue is from Ginger and Thyme from last summer, and the pink is also from last summer, and this is Artemis yarns. Those are both sock yarns with merino and nylon in it. And yeah, I don't think I will have 3 repeats of the jellyfish on my foot because I have small feet. I have a 36 European size. So I will see how far I get with 2 repeats and then maybe add a little tiny colorwork section just before starting the toe if it's not long enough. Because there's actually 2 colorwork charts in the pattern for 2 different socks. And yeah, I might use a bit of the second design to make the foot a bit longer, because I don't want to have half a jellyfish, even though you won't see it because it's on my foot, but yeah. That's probably what I will do. Oh, they are so cute. And then I can start the second sock. We are going to the beach next Saturday, so I might try and finish those before and block them, and then I can take some fun pictures in the sand with these socks. Yeah, that might be fun. And then since I finished this t-shirt, I wanted to cast on one last summer tee. Since it's still July and I think I can get this done before the end of August. I've only worked on it for a few days and it's been flying already. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen this in my stories already, but I haven't put it on the grid yet. Maybe you can recognize this design. This is the Peacock tee by Knit or Laine Home Samsu. And I think I mentioned this in one of my t-shirts roundup videos. But yeah, it's been on my radar for a while. I also have yarn in stash for the Peacock sweater. I found that pattern quite early in my knitting journey, but was a bit intrigued by it because of the lace. But actually, yeah, it's really enjoyable, really fun, and not difficult at all. If you've knit lace before, it's actually just, or maybe even if you've never even if you've never knit lace before, it's really easy. Just yarn overs, knits and purls, and increases and decreases. No increases, just decreases. So yeah, really fun. The yarn I'm using is Drops Belle. This one, I had this in stash from last year or maybe the year before. And this is the color 15. And it's this nice blue, which I think goes well with the Peacock theme. I was envisioning more of a teal color first, but yeah, since I had this yarn in stash, I just wanted to use it to knit this tee. And this is my progress from only 3 days of knitting. Yeah, it's just so fun, and you want to continue to the next part and next part of the chart. Yeah, it's only charted, the yoke part, so you do have to know how to read chart, but yeah, it's mentioned you read the chart from the bottom right to left, but that's with all knitting charts, I believe. Yeah, I will probably need to put this on a bit of a bigger needle now, before I continue further. But this stitch pattern is just so fun to knit. And this will also probably be a project that I take to the beach with me next week. Because it's just a fun summer project. I have 8 skeins of the Drops Belle in total, and yeah, this is what I have left of the first skein. So I probably won't need all 8 of them. I've knit summer t-shirts in Drops Belle before, and I used around 6 balls. But yeah, it's good to have a bit more just in case, because I don't want to play yarn chicken. I want to have the body long enough and maybe do a bit of a longer sleeve than my previous t-shirts that I knit. But yeah, a very fun new project. Oh, and these needle stoppers are also new. They just arrived this week. I had ordered them from Nala Knit. I can put a link below. And I also have a few others. I also have the Monstera ones. I did have already some Monstera needle stoppers in a lighter green, but I really love this dark green too. And I also got these cute sweater needle stoppers. Yeah, she has some fun options in her shop, and you can never have too many needle stoppers. I use them all the time and never have any problems with my stitches falling off the needles, which is great because it's awful to have to pick up stitches and panic about that. Knitting should be peaceful and relaxing. So yeah, those are great. So that's all for my active whips that I've been working on. It's a bit of a shorter podcast episode, but yeah, I really wanted to film today. But maybe some projects that I also want to pick up in the coming month are my stick season sweater that's been on hold for a while because I was working on other projects, but with fall coming up pretty soon, I want to get going at it again. I have the body left to go and the 2 sleeves, so that's just all stockinette in the round actually. So yeah, I might pick that up again once I finish my Lento. I'm also planning to cast on another sweater for the fall already. And that's, yeah, you've seen the swatch before. It's this one. And this is for my stripe hype sweater by Kika. I originally planned to cast this on at the beginning of this year, but that hasn't happened yet. And yeah, now I really want to have this on my needles. I've heard that it's a quick knit, it's on 4mm needles, and it's a pretty simple pattern, so that's nice, because I will need some stockinette again when I finish my Lento. The yarns are Sandnes Garn Sunday for the main color, and the contrast colors are all Olivia and Oliver fibers, hand-dyed yarn. It's really beautiful. These are all perfect fall colors. It will be such a nice fall sweater. I will follow the multiple stripes per color as in the pattern, but for my swatch I wanted to see what they look like all together. Should be a really nice project to work on soon. So that's it for this podcast episode. I hope you enjoyed and got some knitting time in. And I wish you happy knitting and see you next time. Bye!